Okay, so we worked on our back cover, and we have our other 4 bags that we cut at, we sort of folded over and cut at 6 1/4. Now, how we're going to assemble this is pretty easy, actually. I'm going to sort of do a dry run here, and then I'll walk through it a little bit more slowly. You're going to take 2 of the bags, and you're going to sort of line them up like this so their little flaps are together. And then you're going to glue along this back long edge, and the top and the bottom, but we're going to leave this other long edge unglued. So when they're glued together, they'll have the top and the bottom and the back, and this will create a pocket. This will be sort of the middle of our book, where we will have sort of a pocket in the middle. If I can get this together here. See, these are a little bit, these are paper bags, so remember it's going to be a little bit wonky sometimes. So these will form the middle of our book. One of the other 4 pages, we're going to just sort of do the same thing. We're going to take that flap and we will glue it sort of to the back and the top and the bottom, leaving this side open to create a pocket. This will be the front cover of our book. On the other side, we'll do the same thing with that last one. We'll glue it down to create a pocket. This will be the last page of our book. And then we're going to take our back cover, and just like we were creating those pockets, glue this down along the back and the top to create this pocket here. And when it's all folded over, that will be the back cover. And this is what we will use to close the book. Okay? All right, so let's start with the middle 2 pages. Again, take 2 of our paper bags that we cut to 6 1/4, and we're going to put glue. This one's being a little finicky. Let me burnish this one again and teach it who's boss. Okay. All right, so we're going to put glue just along the top edge, this back long edge, and this bottom edge, and we'll leave this open. So now we're just going to line these up. Make sure we get it nice and square. Another reason kind of glue is good here is if you use roll-on adhesive or dry adhesive, things can get stuck in the pocket. But the other thing I like is, glue will give you a second or 2. Even this, which is pretty fast drying, will give you a second or 2 to make sure you're lined up and you can kind of have a little wiggle room. Okay, that's our middle page. Let's work on the front one. So again, this is our middle. I'm going to close it so that the opening is on the right. I'm going to take one of my other paper bags, and we're going to do the same thing with gluing. This long edge, top and bottom. Okay, so we just did what's going to become the front of our book. We still have the openings to the right here. I'm going to flip it over and take my remaining single paper bag that we cut at 6 1/4 and repeat. Glue along the line, top and bottom, leave this one open. Okay, so we just glued that page in place. My opening's on the left here. And then we're going to put our back cover on, just like we did with the other ones. So this flap, we're going to glue here, okay? Okay, so we have our book sort of together. Remember, this is going to be the flap that eventually closes it, so this should still sort of be hanging off to the right. I'm going to put this aside so I can let the glue dry, and we're going to move on to creating some of our inserts and our tags.